Yeah, so here it is. It's just like Christmas. Little cabin, Christmas tree, and the presents. So this is what I've been waiting for the truck. We've got, it's a airlift, air ride system, but it's not the usual one. If you go online and you're looking for directions on how to do this, you'll get the 5,000. And it's funny, this one here, I bought this. It came with the Load Lifter 5000 box, but it's actually the Load Lifter 2000 system. And you can see, there's the sticker. That plus taxes, that's what they're worth here in Canada. Anyway, this system doesn't have that bag. It has that big long one. So I have a truck and I'm looking to put 1,500 pounds in the back of it for a few months. And I wanted a system that would take 1,000 pounds of weight off. All right, I like the way the truck drives with about 500 pounds in the back. So I'm putting this system on, and the idea will be I'll put 1,000 pounds worth of lift in the bags here, which should be 45 pounds of air or something, and that'll give me my height and my smoothness back without being jarring. So as opposed to if I put a system on there and had it up to 1,500 pounds, it would drive like the truck drives when it's empty. And so anyway, that's the kind of the idea here. So this is a longer system. It hooks top and bottom. It's kind of neat. It on the bottom, it hooks here with a steel bolt, but on the top here, it's got plastic threading. So the plastic threading, and it has a big nylon nut that goes on it, and that is the way it hooks on the top. So it basically stays in there under its own pressure. Now, I'm going to do this a little different than everybody else does. Instead of hooking that up with air lines and pumps and all that stuff, I'm going to bolt mine on the spring like that, and then it'll go on the frame bracket. Well, let me see here. That's hard to do with one hand. There, sorry. So there, that'll go like that. Okay, and instead of having a line come on here and go under the truck and do a pump and all that stuff, I'm just going to put a Schrader valve right in the top of it. So I got this little setup here, which you can put your air rate in, and I'll screw that right in there, and I'll just top it right from there. So anyway, so I'll do one side and do the other side, and away we go. Anyway, this is just it's an inexpensive system that gives you really more capacity than you probably need in a half-ton truck. 5,000 pounds, you know, if your truck's rated for 1,400 or 1,600 pounds, you're not going to use 5,000 pounds. And what all that does is that gives you extra space, extra area on this bigger shock. That extra area is going to kind of magnify the suspension. So what happens is under pressure, it's going to feel more pressure. It's going to cause more lift. So the bump is going to maybe not sink as much before it kind of fetches up. Anyway, this system here, we'll see how it works out. I'm going to put it together here tomorrow, put it on the truck, put a camper that I've been using in the truck, and yeah, we'll see how it all works out. Anyway, I'll try and get a little more into this. I'll show you when I'm putting it on the truck, and then yeah, that'll be it. You'll see it with the camper. How slick it is, it just goes on there like that. Bracket on the top, bracket on the bottom. Air chuck in there. Half an hour's job. So there's the truck parked with the camper system on it, with the air ride on it. Leveled up, I think it's got about 70 psi in it, and that kind of levels it up. Leans a little far back because there's a little more weight. It's right on the axle, so and I don't have water and stuff forward, but yet. Anyway, so, but this gives you an idea of ride height, and this gives you the articulation that you want, this long, narrow system. And see if we can lighten that up a bit here. So there's your top of your shock. That's the place you put your air in, and that's the air spring. And it just goes down there right on top of the shock. Anyway.